Mr. Peoples has not yet been referred to the forensic center.
Is he just going to remain in custody? Let the family do what they need to do. That's what you said.
I'm not disagreeing with that part.
Stop talking. Childers, McDuffie, Mr. Brown, Miss Yagi, my chamber.
Things go from tense to explosive in second here. I have never seen Judge Simpson storm off the bench and drag not just the prosecutor, but the defense attorney and the chief deputy public defender into chambers. It's like he's assembling the Avengers of bad courtroom behavior here. The defendant here is clearly struggling with mental health issues, but his family is doing everything right. And somehow the system still manages to drop the ball. You can almost feel Judge Simpson's patience snapping in real time. When the state fails to follow through, it's not just paperwork. It's people's lives hanging in the balance. So, here's my question. Do you guys like how Judge Simpson approached this case? Or do you think he went too far? Let me know in the comments while we watch. Let's dive in here.
State your name, Sam.
Samuel Peoples.
Your Honor, in file 1326, Mr. Peoples has not yet been referred to the forensic center. I've prepared an order, and we are asking the court to order a forensic examination. In that case,
All right, I will order a forensic examination without objection. On that case, what is my next date? Let's see now. Because has he already started the process?
I don't believe he's been interviewed, Your Honor. The competency hearings on those matters are October 30th.
It's just like last week.
That was last week. All right. So set of competency here, October 2025, 9 a.m. All right. What are we doing on the other case?
Your Honor, in the bond violation matter, we'd ask to continue our plea of mute at this time. That bond violation arose from the charges he is now facing in the felony case 1326.
Well, also arose with tether.
Which is charged as a felony, Your Honor.
Sergeant.
Ms. McDuffie apprised the court that there is a tether tamper, which gave rise to the bond violation. He has been charged with a felony for tether tampering. So I think at this time
He has been?
He has, yes, Your Honor.
That's the new one.
There is an error on the complaint. We are having that amended. It should be a general tamper versus the category that's listed.
Yeah, this is wrong. Okay. All right.
So we would just ask to continue our plea of mute and continue these cases to the competency hearing on.
So is he just going to remain in custody?
Your Honor, he's working with a social worker. We are asking, or between now and October 30th, we are hoping to file a written motion. I think something substantive that gives the court a better idea.
What's the objection in releasing? I mean, the thing is that as I understand the cut on the tether, he cut the tether, but he didn't go anywhere. Or I'm saying, yeah, worse, he cut the tether. I'm not. But he didn't go anywhere. He was right there when they went to go get him.
That's my understanding as well, Your Honor. If the court would consider it, then I'd ask that he be released back to home confinement.
I had a lot of anxiety.
Response?
Your Honor, obviously we had an extended conversation about this at the last hearing. I don't have any objection to him remaining on the conditions that he was on prior to this incident. I'm concerned that given that we have this incident, I don't know how sufficient that's going to be, but I'm fine with him returning to home confinement for previous terms.
Mr. Peoples, if I let you go back home, you're going to cooperate and do the right thing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, that means you can't tamper with the tether.
I understand now.
You understand that?
Yes.
Or you understood it before you just did it?
I had a moment of anxiety that led to a freak out. Yes. And I felt like I needed to get it off me because it was claustrophobic. And
Got it.
yes.
I hear you. Okay. All right. Here's going to be part of the issue. I don't know if there are funds available to try to deal with the payment for that strap. Do you know family-wise whether that's available?
Your Honor, we have been in contact with his family. It's certainly something I can ask them.
Pardon?
It's certainly something I can ask his family. They are here today.
They are here.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Samuel,
Yes, Your Honor.
I give you another shot. You gonna try to do the right thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. I'm gonna do it. I think you can do it.
Me too.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So what's gonna have to happen is somebody's gonna have to pay money for the strap that got damaged on your tether.
Understand.
I'm gonna reinstate your previous bond where you were previously at home, right?
Mhm.
And then they'll have to do that because you don't have a tether on now, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so they'll have to fit you with a new one prior to your release.
I really love that Judge Simpson is actually taking mental health seriously here, because most courts treat it like a side note instead of the main problem. This guy cut his tether off because he's claustrophobic, but he didn't even leave the house, which tells me it was more panic than defiance. I mean, you could see the judge knows the difference between a threat and somebody just struggling to cope. Cutting off an ankle monitor is technically tampering with a court order, which can carry up to a year in jail. But Judge Simpson isn't jumping straight to punishment. He really is trying to understand the why here. And that is pretty rare because most judges would have hit him with a violation without saying a word. Kinda like watching somebody walk a tightrope between compassion and control. And honestly, that's what good judging is. Knowing when a person needs structure versus when they need support. I really don't think this guy had bad intentions. I mean, I might be reading this wrong, but I really do just think he hit a breaking point. Sometimes noncompliance in quotes is really just untreated anxiety. And what's wild is that the state seems more concerned about checking boxes and actually helping this guy stabilize. Let me know what you guys think about this case so far.
All right. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Don't let me down. You hear me?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Your Honor, may I add one thing? After
Sure.
consulting with Mr. Peoples' family, they are asking the court if Mr. Peoples has any kind of crisis or something like that, if he can be transported to Trinity, Ann Arbor, without necessarily violating a confinement order. I know it's tricky to do, but they can alternatively contact me and I can talk to the tether agent if that arises.
Response.
We addressed this, I think, in the last hearing. If Mr. Peoples needed to get seek help at a hospital, that wasn't going to be an issue regardless. He would just they would simply need to notify community corrections of what happened and where they are. And if there were any sorts of deviances from the home confinement zone, I think that was the plan, which was to immediately notify community corrections office, so that the court would be apprised of what was happening. But the tether conditions, I believe, ought to remain the same.
Actually, what happened last time was the public defender came up on Mr. Peoples' behalf with a communication from CMH and a request, I believe, from his family that they're aware of certain triggering events for Mr. Peoples. That on those triggering events arising, what they were looking for was some leeway from the court to allow them to take what action, not necessarily, I mean, if they had to go to Trinity, that's fine. That's a medical thing at that point. But from what I understood and what was explained to the court, sometimes it may just be a walk just to kind of bring him back and to do whatever. I mean, I'm not using medical terms, but yeah, I think you get what I meant. My understanding is, as we were looking at that, is the people were absolutely not in agreement with that.
That's not correct, Your Honor. The request.
Well, that's what you said.
The request for.
That's what you said at the bench. If you're telling me I'm wrong, then you better be clear, Yates, right now.
I will be clear right now, Your Honor. What I said was no to the request for a tracking tether, not for home confinement. That's what I disagreed with.
When he asked whether or not they could leave, you objected vehemently, which is why I came to the decision that what I was going to do was I was told and I made it very clear, we'll bring him in here. Because what I told him very clearly is, fine, you can ask for permission but maybe we're just in a situation to ask for forgiveness. Let the family do what they need to do. That's what you said. That was your objection.
I'm not disagreeing with that part. Their request for a traffic to change.
Stop talking. You huff one more time and we're going to have a problem. Childers, McDuffie, Mr. Brown, Ms. Yagi, my chamber.
We're grabbing Mr. Weinstein right now, your father.
Your Honor, I'm very familiar with Mr. Peoples' case if the court wants to proceed.
All right. Ms. Douglas is now here on behalf of the people on this one. So I think we can finish this up. Here's what I'm doing. His new case had $100,000 bond. I'm going to make his bond in his new case match the bond with the conditions in his other case, so that he can be released, because otherwise he would be held on that. He'll be refitted with a tether on, he'll be refitted with a GPS home confinement tether prior to release. My understanding is the family can pay the $175 to community corrections, so they'll get that paid, and all prior conditions are reinstated. And then we need a new date. So when do we?
Your Honor, my request.
Well, I got the confident. It's actually going to be October 30th.
Okay.
It's going to be our day. So, all right.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I provide the court with the order to undergo forensic?
There hasn't been enough on this case yet, Mr.
I'm
Now
not.
go ahead.
May I approach?
Yes.
Thank you.
What is this? No, that's the order on the other case. I'm sorry. Not a problem.
Might be tomorrow, but as soon as they put the feather on you.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Anything else on this matter?
Nothing from the defense, Your Honor.
All right. And Samuel, you told me you're going to do it, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
The problem is the prosecutor not wanting to help with his mental issues. I just feel like they'd rather toss him in a cage and call it justice instead of treating this like an actual root cause. It's like putting duct tape on a bullet wound and saying, fix it. I mean, locking this dude up without addressing his mental health just guarantees he'll be right back in the same courtroom eventually, probably even worse off. If you deal with the cause of the problem first, the rest usually fixes itself. I mean, but that kind of logic doesn't always make it into policy. I think this is a rare slip-up on McDuffie's part, because she's usually sharp on stuff like this. And honestly, I've never seen Judge Simpson this mad before. It's kind of like that controlled silent anger that tells you something seriously wrong. Now, I think that's way scarier than when somebody actually explodes. What do you guys think it says about the system when the judge is the only one fighting to do something right here? This was kind of a controversial one here. Let me know what you guys thought in the comments. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel here. Take care, everyone.